everyone. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly here. Hey guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Gerald. Welcome, Gerald. Hey, Ray. Welcome, Ray. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Forex, cryptos, and futures. Mary, welcome, Mary. Hey, Peter, welcome. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. As you guys know, this is our Forex, crypto, and futures class. So I'm going to share my screen. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right. Let's take a look at the futures market. So we got monster futures here. All right. Be careful with equities. All right. Hey, Stella, welcome. All right. We're still in the markdown phase and with equities right now. It's about flat. All right. So still be careful with equities. Okay. We should not be in equities unless you're already in positions, right? And you're holding in the markup phase. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. Moving forward this week. All right. The dollar, you guys know we're in the dollar pairs. That's the new rotation for Forex. We are in the dollar pairs. Right now, the dollar index is flat right now. Here it is right now, but it's holding, guys. Okay, so be patient with it. Okay, clearly in the markup phase. This is important, so let me draw it out here. All right. Let's see here. We're getting higher. Hold on. All right, easy to see, but here's a low, here's a low, here is a low, here is a low, here is a low, here is a low. So we're getting higher lows. So we are definitely still in the markup phase. We're looking to clear this area here. We have a buy signal right here. That's a crooked line here. But this high right here, if we can get past this high this week, right, we could see the dollar pairs really move up. Okay. So we've got, you guys should be in positions with the dollar pairs. All right. Let's see here. So that is definitely the next rotation. Be careful shorting the yen pairs, okay? And we'll take a look at that. All right. So right now, the E-mini, the Dow, right? S&P, right? NASDAQ, right? All the E-minis in the futures, they're down. They're down. All right. So for your equity markets, all right. All the currencies are down except for the dollar. That's what we want, right? We want that dollar to be moving higher. All right. Not a lot here in commodities. All right. Even crude oil isn't really moving. Okay. So be careful. And bonds are down here. Hey, Corey, welcome. All right. We're gonna start tracking. So those of you, we don't have a lot of traders trading the US 30. We have a few traders with this system, not a lot, but just to give you guys an idea, the US 30, very, very big mover, very volatile, lots of money can be made, but it's very, very volatile. Okay, so this has an advanced system, but we just let you guys know we are shorting, right? We are shorting that system right there. All right. I want to show you guys, be careful. I know some of you might be looking to short the yen, right? And it does look very attractive. And we'll go over the dollar pairs, right? In Monster Scalper. My data is a bit slow this evening here, but just bear with me. All right. Be careful shorting the yen pairs. I know it looks really good to short. It's all red here down. All right. But if we look at Forex Dominator, okay, the yen pairs are still in the markup phase. Okay. Now, if you're going, and I don't like this trade, I prefer the dollar trade. All right. If you're going to short it on a very small time frame. If you guys look here, CHF JPY, right, in Forex Dominator, the weekly time frame, look at it, right, nicely in the markup phase. So that's not a rotation. That's not a rotation. The dollar, that's the rotation that we're in. All right, and I'll open up the floor in a few minutes. All right. If you guys want to take a look at some symbols, okay? But just keep an eye on that, okay? Any pullback right now, if you guys look here, any pullback, right, is an opportunity for the longs to get in. So just be careful, pay attention to that. Be careful shorting the dollar pair, the yen pairs here. The yen pairs, even the New Zealand pairs and the Aussie pairs. This is exactly what we want to see, guys. Right here, this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see the Aussie, Kiwi, the New Zealand, and the yen pairs all going down. All right, we want to see that. We want to see these pairs going down. All right. Right, that's the Asian market. That's all part of that Asian market, right? So they're opening up. What time is it? Yeah, 7, 8 o'clock. That whole region right here will open up. So they kind of go together, and that's nice. They're right. They're all red, right? So that's what we want to see. And then down here, the dollar, the euro, and the pound sometimes will do its own thing, but usually the dollar and the euro will move together. So that's things are really setting up nicely where they're going they're following the path. Okay, so we want this to stay long up, and then these pairs here, we want them to go short. All right. All right. The dollar CAD right now is the second. Listen now, it's the third trending pair, best trending pair in Forex right now, particularly in Monster Scalper. All right. USD CNH, all right, is the seventh trending pair. Okay, I know they pull back a bit, but stick with them. All right, stick with them. And then we have other dollar pairs that are coming up. All right. But this is great to see here, where we have selling here. We only have one pair. We only have one pair that is that's still up here. All the rest are down. Hey, Kawisi, welcome. All right. And that's exactly what we want to see. In particular, we want these yen pairs to come down, dollar pairs to go up. Okay, dollar pairs to go up. All right. I'm gonna open up the floor. I'm gonna open up the floor. Any questions on anything? Any symbols you guys want to take a look at?
Hey, David, I'd like to take a look at a symbol.
Okay. Hey, Corey. All
right. Yeah. Can you take a look at USD CHF?
USD CHF. All right. USD CHF right here. All right, Corey.
And it just opened, and I'm trying to see if it's a good idea, or if I need to wait.
Well, we definitely want to wait. Okay. So we definitely want to wait. You should get a buy signal. I think Tyler had mentioned this last week, this pair. Let's see here. You should probably get a buy signal, right? Just wait for it. A break above here. So 96.72 should give you a buy signal. So anywhere in here. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of like here, kind of like what I did here.
Yeah, the markdowns look like a good setup, so I kind of jumped the gun a bit. I've been in the trade since last Friday, and it just opened up, and I was just like, okay, the markdown looked pretty good, so I was just wondering.
Okay, so you got in early?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on the 240?
That's correct.
Okay, watch that, right? Watch that. I mean, I think you should probably get a buy signal, all right? But I would be careful, right? Because sometimes, you can have all the other pairs. The reason why we wait for that buy signal, because we need confirmation that the price is breaking resistance. Okay, you could have a lot of the pairs move, and then this one kind of lag for a while. All right, because buyers they haven't come in to break resistance, kind of like here. Okay, so just watch that. Just watch that. Especially you've got the system, so just watch that. Okay. If Corey, if it gives a red candle, you want to get out.
Understood.
Yeah. All right. It's got a white candle right now, but if it gives, if it gives a red candle, we want to close it, because this could happen here. See here, right? This can happen. See here, this can happen. All right. So there's no guarantee that these dollar pairs will, continue to move higher and break out. This is a new rotation. So we still need more confirmation. Okay.
Oh yeah, trust me. I'm not married to it. Believe me.
Yeah. So keep a close eye on it. So this if there is a concern with the dollar pair, it's this right here. this purple support and resistance right here. Okay, that's a bit of concern because we get in within. Now it's not a major concern because guess what? We broke it here, purple support and resistance. We broke it here. We got through it there. Here, purple support and resistance. We got through it there. All right. Even here, purple support and resistance. We got through here. And then here, we getting through that. Okay. So the dollar is really strong, guys. Okay. Do you guys remember we've been trading the dollar off and on for a while now. All right. So it's very, very strong. That's why we do not want to short the dollar. Right. If everything turns around, right, and it starts moving down, we do not want to short the dollar. All right. Not now anyway. All right. I'm on the weekly time frame. Here, look at that. Very strong. We do not want to go against this trend on the dollar, right? We just want the nice pullbacks and get back in. All right. But there's no guarantee that we, so just be careful, trade it, right? It is a rotation. We are calling it a rotation, but we've got to get past. I would like to see us get past right this high right here. If we can get past this high right here, it should be really nice. All right. For the dollar index and for your dollar pairs. Okay, so, and we're not far from that, right? This candle right here, let me open it up. See here, we're not far from getting past here. Okay, we're not far from that. The good news is that we held support. We held support right here. All right, we had a nice pullback. That's usually encouraging, right? That's usually the final pullback before price moves higher. We got that pullback right here. So, all right. So Corey, good. Just wait for your buy signals, bud. Wait for your buy signals. You'll feel much better about it. All right. Less anxiety about the trades when you have your buy signal. All right. Right now, you're kind of in no man's land, So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. I would put it on a 30-minute, since you don't have a buy signal, put it on a 30-minute time frame so you can manage it a bit closer. All right. All right.
Is there anything in particular I'm looking for on the 30-minute?
So let's take a look. That's a good question. So let's take a look here on the 30-minute. Let's see what we have. Hey, Chris, welcome. So here on the 30-minute, you do have a buy signal on the 30-minute right here. All right. So I wouldn't get out on a red candle, but definitely on a sell signal. So you can put up a 30-minute, kind of like here. All right. No, if everyone else, if you got in on the buy signal on the 240, this is not for you. All right. But kind of like here, Corey, see right here, your 30-minute buy signal here. Failed, got a sell signal, got out, same thing here. So if you have a buy signal here, all right, if you get a sell signal, kind of like here on that 30-minute, we want to get out. All right, you want to get out.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, because the buyers are not in yet. We don't have confirmation that the buyers are in yet because we don't have a buy signal. Okay. So yeah, just watch that. Any other thanks, Corey. Any other symbols, Corey, or anyone else? All right. Okay, while you guys are thinking, take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, let's take a look at crypto. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, right? Still in the markdown phase. All right, still in the markdown phase. We're at right at 19. I tell you that 20,000 mark has really become a challenge for Bitcoin. All right, so this support here 20,000 support has really become an important. This is a weekly time frame, all right, and it's really has really held support right here. I would say right at 19,020. Right now it's at 19,473. Right, it's changing right now. Okay, I think it's gonna break. I think it's gonna break. All right, I think it's gonna break. It's really testing that if you guys look here, it's really when price stays down at that redistribution phase for a long time, it will finally break. Okay, right now, all the major cryptos are down, right? So Ethereum, Litecoin, okay. We are still holding to that 10,000 support. So 10,000 is right here for Bitcoin. All right, that's still the goal. That's not our opinion. That's what the chart tells us. All right. Okay. So 10,000 is still the goal, and we're not far from that. Bitcoin moves really fast. It moves really fast, right? You guys know that. So it can move 5, 6, 7,000 in a week. All right. So 10,000, that's not a lot. All right. We've got lower highs. All right. Lower highs. All right, lower high. So we're moving down, markdown phase. Okay. If we get to 10,000, even when we get to 10,000, then the next support will be 4,000. All right. So between 10,000 and 4,000, we've got pretty nice consolidation, kind of like here, like it did before here. All right. All right, so then we'll have to wait. If it gets to 10,000, we'll have to see how it reacts, right? Over in this area here. But like I said, between 10,000 and 4,000, and then if it breaks 4,000, who knows where it will go from there, okay? So doesn't look good, all right? So we shouldn't be long Bitcoin. We shouldn't be long any of the cryptos at all. You know, this is nothing new. We've been talking about this, right? We've been talking about this. All right. One, you have a question about the NASDAQ? I see a question. Watch out for. Okay. You have a question, one on that for the NASDAQ? I see a question. I just see NASDAQ there in the chat. All right. Any other symbols? Any other symbols you guys want to take a look at, or any questions?
Mr. David, so
yes.
Yeah, for the crypto, the Bitcoin, so what like, I'm a new trader, so what am I supposed to do in there? Is it like, to buy and see, or I just don't get into Bitcoin at all right now?
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't have any any investment into the Bitcoin right now.
Okay. So we just wait, right? We just wait. Yeah, we just wait. So even on the daily time frame, let's move it to the daily time frame. Let's see here. So even on the daily time frame, you guys can see right here that we don't have any buy-in. Still have a sell short signal, red candles. To get bullish on Bitcoin, we would have to definitely get a buy signal, but we would have to get up to about I would say 25 and higher, 25, 26, get past this resistance here. Okay, this is pretty strong resistance here. All right, to get a buy signal. Okay.
Okay,
so
sir.
Yeah, so just wait, be patient. Now, keep in mind the majority, just like we use the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ to follow the equity market stocks, all right, as a barometer. Bitcoin is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So as Bitcoin moves lower, you guys will notice that most of the cryptos out there will move lower.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So just
Thank
be
you very much. That
careful.
was
You're
helpful.
welcome. You're welcome. Be careful. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Welcome, Peter. You have a question, Peter?
I was interested in the currencies that's down. The
Okay.
USD Hungarian forint, HUF.
Okay. USD. Okay. All right.
There's only two US dollar that's down, the Hungarian and the Mexican pesos.
Okay. When you say they're down, what do you mean, Peter?
Actually, HUF, yeah. USD
HUF.
HUF. I mean, okay, maybe it's not down. Okay. It's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the daily. Yeah.
The daily.
So
Okay.
this one looks good. Like it's above the daily moving average.
Oh,
And I'm
Peter,
not
by
too
the
late.
way, I have to say it was great seeing you at the Red Carpet Monday event.
Yes. Yeah, it's good to see Tilak
Yeah.
and introduce my friend to you. Yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
before yeah, because I was explaining to him the chart and then the pullback, and he did very well the next week. And
Yeah, he did 20, he closed it. He finally closed 28 grand he did on that, yeah, in that trade. He did really
yeah,
well.
yeah, I was like, congrats to
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
So we need more traders coming to that event. Local, if you're local. Okay, so so Peter, is that what you think?
I mean, it looks good on the daily. So I was thinking, it's, could you change it to the 240?
240? Okay. All right. 240. Oh yeah, we moved it to the daily. Okay, let's see here. 240.
Perfect. We
Okay.
just got a buy signal and it did pull back. Okay.
Yeah. This one, I would just be careful a bit. The one concern with the dollar pairs, excuse me, is that we've got pretty good resistance. That's why we need that dollar index to really break through,
Yeah.
We are taking a chance with these dollar pairs, okay? Because they're trading near the highs, right?
Yeah.
No, the one Corey mentioned, right? It's perhaps the only one that has pulled back a lot, but most of them are trading right near that high.
Yeah.
Okay, where sellers came in before, right,
Yeah.
and pushed the price lower. We have to get through. It's good that we are trading near the highs up here.
Yeah.
All right. On a lot of the pairs, and I'll show you guys a few more pairs that looks better.
Because I
But
don't want to get in too late. Because this is good. It's above the daily moving average, and it just support held.
yeah, and it pulled back, it held, so the only major concern, like you guys say, we always say, watch for what's ahead, right? What's above us, right? Watch for resistance above us. And we have sellers sitting here. We have sellers sitting here. Okay. What I like about, I see here that dollar index is doing the same thing, but that doesn't mean it can't break out. All right. And if the market continues to come down, right, if the equity markets continue to come down, this will push the dollar up. And that's what we're hoping. But we are trading near recent highs. All right. Near recent highs. So keep that in mind. That's why we need to be a bit cautious. All right, look at this one here. It's very tricky. So I wouldn't go heavy until we break out. Okay, if we break out. Okay, so if you guys look here, so pay attention to this. All right, here is resistance. Here, you guys can see that. Here is resistance. Here is resistance. Here is resistance here. All right. Here is where sellers came in and rejected. Here is where they came in and rejected. All right. And here we are right now. We need to break through here. We need a final push through here. All right. So if you guys get sell signals, really pay attention. Don't wait on sell signals. If you get a red candle, just get out. Okay, that means that's failing. The dollar is failing. All right. All right. We are hoping based on everything that is setting up, right, that we can break through. If we break through, awesome, just awesome, right? But we haven't broken through yet. All right, we just holding. Yeah. All right. Once it breaks through, you guys can scale up, but don't do any of that yet. All right. One sec. Let's see here. Okay, so Chris, what's your question for me, please? Which Bitcoin dollar?
No, and it's not really a question. I was just helping the new guy out that was asking about Bitcoin, but you basically already answered his question. So
okay, so yeah, which Bitcoin? What's the okay? With Bitcoin, what's the dollar? Okay, yeah.
yes, it's been pretty accurate over the past 6
Yeah,
months.
thanks, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And race USD CNH USD. I think we looked at this one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, same thing, guys. Just you know, we're not there yet, right? We do have a rotation. We have a lot of the dollar pairs giving buy signals. They're up, right? You know, we just need, it's not a concern. We just need things to break out. We need this dollar index right here to break out, right? And right now it's a little down, but this is encouraging here, right? This big candle right here, and it's holding right here, right? It's holding right at the top here. So we just need some buying to come in. All right. We just need some buying to come in. All right. Any other symbols? Go ahead, Chris.
I just had a general question. It's been
Okay.
almost 20 years since the dollar's been this high. How far back do you typically back test to make it accurate or legitimate to where you would use the back testing?
Well,
How far back do you typically go?
yeah, let's see here. We were using the monthly time frame. Okay, so the monthly time frame here. Let's add some more data here. I don't think this that this dollar index, let's see how far it goes back.
I believe it was like 2012 was the last time it's been.
Yeah, let me see here. I'll see, go back, that's 30 years, that's 2001. Let's see, 60 years. Yeah, okay, I think 2001 is as far back as we can go. And that's a good question. Let's see here. The last time we had a high, a major high, based on here, right? Based on this data here. I know the dollar goes back further, but this is the futures, right? This is the futures. So 2000, let's go, and that's 2000 is a long time, right? So we can use that. So 2000, it was 2001, Chris, it was 127, right? 127. And here it is right now, it's at 109. Okay, and if you guys remember, we had been trading it right here. We've been trading it for a long time. Even was it last year? Yeah, last year we started trading it. Right before this every time frame here, every candle is a month worth of data. So we've been in and out of it for a while. The big resistance we had been watching on it was right. I think it was right. Was it right here? Right about here. Right. We were watching this big resistance here. And look at that, right? We could definitely move higher. We can absolutely move higher. This is a beautiful chart. All right. And the last time we broke out of it, out of a range, was right here. Right. And we moved up for several months. And if they continue to raise rates, we don't pay attention to the news and stuff, but if they continue to raise rates, we could see the dollar really move higher. It's definitely strong, right? You guys can see that. Also pay attention to here. Let's see here. All right. All right, let's move this. And we are definitely breaking out of a triangle. And as you guys know, when we break out of a triangle, we can get some really nice moves. So this on the monthly time frame now. So this is a big time frame, monthly time frame right here. So look here. All right, so look here, right? This is your trend here. Higher lows, always pay attention to that. Here is resistance right here. Resistance right here where sellers came in before. Sellers came in here. We'll count this. Sellers came in here, right here, and here, and here. And finally, see this here? Finally, we cleared this whole area here. We cleared that whole area here. And now we are trending, right? Price got squeezed. And then this is our pop, right? This is kind of what we're waiting for on the daily time frame for the dollar. Okay, so we've cleared that whole area here. So we're good. The next, based on here, the next resistance based on here. Now anything can happen. We know that, right? We know that. But the next resistance is going to be about right up here. Chris, 116 is where we might get some, might have some concern. And if we get to 116, your pairs are going to do really well. They're going to do really, really well. All right. But this is an early move. This is somewhat of an early move on the monthly. It's gotten past all of this here. And now it's smooth sailing on the monthly time frame. All right. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Chris. So look at
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So stay with it. But again, if it gives sell signals, if we get sell signals, red candles on the 240, we got to clear out. And that might mean it just needs more time, more time, more time, more time. All right. All right. Any other symbols? Any other question? Any other symbols? Any other questions? All right. I don't want to spend a lot of time here. But we'll stock boss traders, right? So equity traders, be careful, right? Look at heat seek of a stock boss. Not a lot. That's always a warning. All right. We have what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. When was the last time you guys saw that? It's been a while. All right. So be very, very careful. If you guys are in positions, watch your positions closely. All right. You know, you guys can do what you want, but I wouldn't be getting into new positions. Okay, be very, very careful. All right. All right. We scan 22,000 stocks in Stock Boss and Heat Seeker every day. And when the big institutions are not buying, guess what? Right? It's going to show up here, and they're definitely not buying. You guys see that? All right. Same thing with Bull Master. Look at Bull Master. And we normally see a lot more stocks, a lot more opportunities in Bull Master. All right. So look at this. That tells us something. Capital is not going into stocks right now. All right. The sectors, look at this. All right. All these sectors are down. So shorts, right? If you guys are wanting to short, right, puts, right, be careful, but that's where it is right now. A lot more opportunities in a monster short. So short, look at this, all this, look at this, all of these stocks, look at this, all of these stocks are short opportunities. Look at that. So the equity markets, look at this, look at Heat Seeker for monster short compared to Stock Boss and Bull Master, right? Page after page after page after page after page after page. Okay. So all these stocks are moving lower. They're moving lower. Look here, they're moving lower. So be careful, they're moving lower. Be careful going long stocks. Look at that, right? All right. Basically, the entire market is going down. All right. I wouldn't say it's crashing, but it's definitely moving lower. All right. So just be careful. Be careful with stocks. Look at that. All right. Those of you who are savvy, all right. Sniper traders, right? We be careful. We'll send out your alerts to get to close positions tomorrow. We don't talk about this a lot with sniper traders, but this is not the time when you can take those trades, but don't go heavy. Don't go heavy, right? And we'll always, when things are like this, we'll kind of hedge a bit with longs and shorts, okay? But look here, tons of stocks here, all right? Short to short, and we don't have almost nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, all right? Nothing in monster ETF, so keep an eye on that. All right. We are done. If there's any other questions on anything, any other questions? All right, guys. Stay with the dollar pairs. All right, stay with the dollar pairs. We'll watch the that dollar index, right? So like I said, we are holding near here. We need a push higher. All right, we need a push higher to get the dollar going. Be careful shorting. If you guys are gonna short the yen pairs, be very careful. I would do it on if you have to. Right, I think the dollar pairs might be a better opportunity. But if you're going to short the yen pairs, I know they look really nice, right? All red. All right, be careful because they're trending up, right? A lot of these yen pairs are clearly on the weekly time frame in the markup phase. Okay, so if you're gonna find one that's a bit weak, that's weak. Okay, kind of like here. Okay, I don't even see, just be careful. Just be careful. All right, guys. Have a good week. All right. Be careful out there. these markets, it's not clear, all right? Things are still setting up. So be careful, especially equities. Be careful with equities, okay? All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Q&A, okay? Thanks, guys. See you guys later. Bye-bye.